Are you looking for a cheap PC that looks amazing but also performs amazing? If your answer is yes, then you came to the right place. And even if you have a lower budget or a higher one, I highly recommend you staying until the end of this video because I will show you what upgrades and downgrades to make depending on your budget, as well with the performance that you can expect out of this gaming desktop. All the links to these components and also previous systems for different prices will be provided in the video description. With that being said, let's start. So first, I will talk about the components that I picked for the people that know about PCs, and if you don't know anything about PCs, don't worry about it because I will explain, like I said before, what this PC is capable of running when I'm done talking about the components. So first, I picked the i3-12100F. This is the budget king. We all know that. There's no competition for this CPU at $105, so that's why I picked this one. Then for the CPU cooler, I picked the ID Cooling SE214XT, the white version of course. This is an all-white gaming PC. Then for the motherboard, I picked the ASRock B660 Micro ATX motherboard Steel Legend. This one is not fully white, but it is going to get the job done for the price, and it's also going to look amazing on this all-white gaming desktop. Then for the memory kit, I picked the Team Group T-Force Delta RGB 16 gigs of RAM kit. This one is a 2x8 DDR4 at 3200 MHz CL16 memory, basically the standard for gaming. And then for the storage, I picked the Crucial P2 500GB M.2 SSD. This is a Gen 3 SSD, is going to be fast enough, and 500 gigs, it's all you need to get you started. Now, if you want to download more games, I do recommend you upgrading to at least 1 TB, but it really comes down to the games that you play. If you're going to just play esports titles that are not too heavy, like Valorant and CSGO, then 500 gigs will be enough. Then for the graphics card, I picked the Power Color RX 6600. This graphics card is hard to pass at $223. This is an extremely good deal, and this GPU is going to get the job done at 1080p without any issues. Now, I know that the graphics card is black, but if you want to buy a white graphics card, this PC won't be budget anymore because those are more expensive. But like I said at the beginning, I will explain on how to upgrade this PC, so stay tuned for that. Then for the case, I picked the Montech Air 100 ARGB Micro ATX case. This one has a front mesh panel and it already comes with all of the fans included, so you have a beautiful white case with a front mesh panel, so airflow won't be an issue here, and it's going to look amazing with those RGB fans. And last but not least, the power supply, I picked the Corsair BS500. This is a 500 watt 80 plus bronze certified power supply. It's going to be enough for this build. It's all that you're going to need, but if you want more upgradability, I do recommend you upgrading to more wattage. And on top of that, this is a non-modular power supply, which might be annoying if you're trying to build an all-white PC because you cannot change the cables to white extensions, and for that reason I will explain the upgrade in a second. But overall, this PC, it's $691, and if you want a good experience at 1080p and you want an all-white gaming desktop, I think that this one is the one to go with. Now, of course, the i3-12100F doesn't need a CPU cooler at all, but remember that we are talking about aesthetics on this PC, and if you want the prettiest PC possible on a budget, I think that I did a pretty good job here. But if you want the same performance for $60 less, you gotta go with an all-black PC. You will have the link to the all-black one down below in the description as well, but you're going to save $60 and you're going to get the same performance, and maybe if you have $700 you can get a better performance on this system for the same price. But if you're looking for aesthetics, it's completely understandable. That's why I made this video, and at the end of the day, still a pretty solid gaming PC for 1080p gaming. Now, if you don't know anything about components, you can expect out of this PC to be great at 1080p gaming, 60 plus FPS, no matter the game that you're playing. Of course, it depends on the settings, but you can expect the typical esports titles like Valorant, Fortnite and CSGO to be run at above 240 FPS, and then you can expect to run games like GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2 on the highest settings to run at above 60, so it's a pretty good deal for $691. Now, if you want to see the exact performance of this PC on your favorite game and your favorite settings, I do recommend you searching on YouTube RX 6600 i3-12100F benchmarks, and you're going to see benchmarks on different games as well as your favorite one, so I highly recommend you doing that before buying this PC. Now, you also may be wondering, should I buy now or should I wait? Because there are a bunch of videos talking about waiting to buy a gaming desktop. Now, at this price point, I do not recommend you waiting, and the reason being, it's because I don't think we are going to get any new budget component that's going to make this PC even cheaper, or let alone a new budget graphics card. That is not going to happen anytime soon, so I do recommend you buying now. If you want to wait until Black Friday because you want to test the deals, then nothing wrong. I will be uploading a bunch of videos around Black Friday deals, so make sure to click that bell button, that way you get notified. But if you're thinking of waiting because you want a new GPU maybe coming out or a new budget CPU, that is not going to happen anytime soon, so I do recommend you buying right now. Now let's talk about upgrades and downgrades. And if you have a higher budget, for 100 extra bucks, you can get the RX 6650 XT, and I'm talking about the white version, the power color version. So you're not only going to get much better performance, but you're also going to get a white GPU. So if you want an all-white PC build, that is going to be the first upgrade to make. But if you make this upgrade, you also need to upgrade the power supply, because you're going to acquire more power out of the 6650 XT. And for that reason, I picked the Enermax Revolution, the F650 watt 80 plus core certified fully modular power supply. And the fully modular, like I said before, it's important if you want white cable extensions. So for that reason, these upgrades are the best one to make. Now the total price will be 830 bucks, which is more expensive than just 700 bucks, but you're getting way better performance. With this PC, you will also be able to have a 1440p monitor without any issues. Of course, a 6700 XT is going to be better for 1440p, but if you want that GPU, you're going to be spending much more money because you have to upgrade the CPU as well. So I think that these upgrades are the best one to make. And then after that, I do recommend you upgrading the storage, like I said before, if you're going to download a bunch of games. But for 830 bucks, you can get a great 1440p experience with a more wide gaming PC. And then if you want this PC to be cheaper, for the white version it's going to be really tough, but you can save up some money by changing the memory key to the ADATA XPG. This one is 55 bucks. It's going to give you decent performance, but it's non-RGB, that is worth mentioning. And then the other downgrade that I would make, it will be the motherboard. This one is the ASRock B660M Pro RS. It's not going to be as white as the other motherboard, but it is going to be cheaper. So for 670 bucks, you can get the same exact performance, but it's just not going to look as good as the other one. So those are the downgrades that I would make. Now you can take off the CPU cooler and save another 20 bucks, but then the CPU cooler is going to be black on a full white build, but that is up to you, to be honest. If you want a white PC build, I wouldn't make these downgrades. I would pay $700, and I definitely wouldn't downgrade the CPU or the GPU because you're going to hurt your performance. Now, a pre-built system might be your best option if you don't want to build it yourself, but there are a bunch of scams out there when it comes to buying a pre-built PC. For that reason, if you don't have a good amount of PC knowledge and you don't want to get scammed, which you probably don't want to get scammed, I highly recommend you watching my top 5 pre-built PCs of the month in the cards located in the top right of the screen. So if you're looking for a pre-built PC that's going to perform really good for the price that you want, not only you will have those PCs that I mentioned in the description, but I do recommend you watching that video because you're going to get some knowledge about pre-built systems and how to avoid those scams. And if you got value out of this video, leave a like and subscribe, but most importantly hit that bell button so you get notified when I upload this type of content, and you will also get notified when I upload the new PC build / pre-built PC deals on my post. So if you want to get the latest news on the best deals, definitely hit that bell button. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.